All right, guys, super happy to be back today with another episode in this mini series of how I lost weight. So you guys asked, and I'm trying to give you everything I can to show you how I lost the weight that I lost in the amount of time that I lost it. And I'm trying to give you the most comprehensive breakdown, every single thing I can think of. You guys know I'm not a doctor, I'm not a personal coach, I'm not a trainer, I'm none of these things, guys. I'm just a regular Joe. I keep saying that, just a regular Joe, just a regular dude who is trying to give you guys the best information that I could possibly give. And I appreciate all the support that you guys have given me thus far in this journey. So today, we're going to be discussing cardio. Now, where does cardio come into the breakdown of losing weight? Okay, so what is the point of cardio? The point is to basically lose as much fat as possible, right? That's the goal. Lose as much fat. Of course, you have heart health. You have many different reasons why people want to use cardio. But in this particular instance, we want to use cardio because we want to lose as much fat as possible, because we're trying to lose weight, right? With as little pain, emotional, mental, physical pain as possible. Because we all know that losing weight is not always simple for everybody, okay? It certainly isn't for me, and it most likely isn't for you, because if it was, you guys wouldn't have asked me to make these videos. So, all right, that's the point. You want to lose as much weight as possible in the shortest amount of time, the healthiest way, and you don't want any pain along with it. All right, so how are we going to implement cardio into our lives while we're on this weight loss journey? And how are we going to do that to make it painless? All right, so the first thing I want to discuss is, I took a lot of time to think about really just what I did, guys. So this is my experience. I wrote some stuff down on my trusty paper because I want to give you my experience, what's helped me. And remember, what helped me may not help you. So if you see that you can do things in a different way that's better for you, you should absolutely do it. Guys, I implore you, do your own research. But if you can use anything that I give to help you along the way, please feel free. That's what these videos are for. All right, guys. So Try to be able to implement cardio into your life the easiest way possible, okay? Try to implement it in your life where you won't even know that it's there. So what am I talking about? All right, we discussed that fat is basically unused energy, right? It comes from calories. Our energy comes from calories. And when we don't use those calories, our bodies pack on fat, that energy, fat, into layers on our body of fat, and it's saved there for when we need energy. So how do you get rid of unused energy? You use the energy. That's what you have to do. So that's where cardio comes into play. Cardio is going to help you to be able to use up that stored energy, which is fat. Therefore, getting rid of the fat, okay? So try to implement it in your life in a way that you're not going to realize that you're doing it. So some of the ways I do that, guys, is by taking the stairs, right? Rather than an elevator, take the stairs, because you have to go up. Right? You got to get to that second floor, but do you have to take the elevator? No. So let's multitask. Let's lose weight and let's get to the second floor by taking the stairs. Okay, so that's one way you can implement it. Another way that you can implement it is just by walking more, guys. So if you have to go to the bank, you have to go to the doctor, you have to go here, you have to go there. If you can walk, try to walk. Now in the beginning, walking might seem daunting, right? It might seem boring, it might be daunting, but guys, I am a huge advocate of not wasting your time. You guys might know, when I'm on Tonal and I'm doing my sets, during my rest period, I'm over there cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing whatever I gotta do. I do the dishes. There's plenty of things you can do on your rest, right? Even if it's only 8 minutes, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you have on your rest, you might as well use it. So while you're walking, what can you do? You can listen to, you could be watching this video while you're walking instead of sitting on your couch and watching this video, for example, right? Sometimes if I know that I want to, that I need to get something done, I want to listen to an audio book or something along those lines, I got a program that I want to see, instead of sitting on the couch and watching it, I'll walk around the apartment and watch it. Or maybe I'll go out on a walk and watch it. Or, I have YouTube Premium, right? Turn off the screen on YouTube, put the phone in your pocket, and listen. That's what I'll do, guys. And so I'm multitasking. I have to go to work, right? For example, I got to go to work. While I'm on my way to work, I'll be getting my audiobook in while I'm on my way to work. So you're multitasking, and you're getting exercise too because you're walking. So that's another way. And walking is great, guys, because you're burning energy without even realizing it. It's such an easy transition to walk when compared to like biking or cardio, such as like treadmill. Guys, it's such an easy thing to just walk. You have to go somewhere, just try to walk. All right, so you multitask. Just be careful while you're multitasking. I got to throw that in there because I know I said I listen to my audiobooks while I'm walking. Make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing too. All right, stop at the stop signs. Stop at the red lights. I don't have to tell you. You guys are hopefully all adults and you know what you're doing. Okay, so, excuse me. Another good thing about cardio, all right? Why do we implement cardio? Another good thing about cardio is when you burn more calories through cardio, that means you can actually eat more if you wanted to, okay? So one of the great subscribers of this channel asked me the other day, Joe, can I count the calories that I burn through cardio, deliberate cardio, right? So you getting on the treadmill, you getting on the bike, you getting on the tonal, doing a cardio program. Can you count that cardio and those calories burned towards your deficit, right? Because we're bringing our calories into a deficit so we can lose weight. You have to lower calories in order to lose weight. You absolutely can use those calories, 100%. If you want to eat more food, you can burn some weight doing some form of cardio, your favorite form of cardio, right? Burn those calories, and that means you can eat more. Or you can burn those calories and not eat more, which means you'll be in even a bigger deficit. That's where cardio comes in. So another thing that I was asked, when should I implement cardio? Now, guys, this is personal. I highly suggest you learn what you like, okay? Me, for example, what I did throughout, and what I'm still pretty much doing, is focusing on losing weight through taking away calories from eating. Why am I doing that? And I'm focusing less on cardio. I'll still get my steps in. I'll walk. I'll get, 10,000 steps a day, 15,000 steps a day, whatever it is. I still work out. I bodybuild. That burns calories too. Not all that many, but it still does, right? But when should you implement cardio? That's up to you guys. Now, I didn't implement cardio until very late in the game, okay? I was already losing tons of weight, taking away calories from my food intake. Why do I prefer that? Okay, what happens with a lot of people, not everybody, this is why it's personal. What happens with me and what happens with many people is, what they're going to do is they're going to implement cardio in the beginning of their weight loss journey. They're going to burn calories through their cardio, which is going to allow them to eat more, right? But if you're like me, when you do a lot of cardio, because it's not easy to burn calories. It's not. You got to get on that treadmill, you got to get on that bike, you got to go walking, right? Walking's the easiest of all of them, but it still takes time, it still takes energy. You're going to be going crazy on that treadmill to burn a simple 500 calories. You're going to be going crazy on that treadmill. Guys, if you're going crazy on that treadmill, you're going to get off that treadmill. You're going to be exhausted. You're going to be exhausted. And then what's the next thing you're going to want to do? You're going to want to sit on the couch and eat, right? A lot of people are like that. Maybe not you, but a lot of people. I am. I used to die on the treadmill back in the day at the gym. And I used to be like, oh, good. I finally burned 300 calories after like an hour or whatever the case was. I would come home. I'd be exhausted, super shot. And I'm already tired because I'm already taking some calories out of my diet. I'm trying to eat good, right? So now I'm exhausted because I'm taking calories out of my diet. I'm exhausted because I went crazy on the treadmill. And now what do I want to do? I want to sit down. I want to do nothing because I'm tired. And I want to eat. What does cardio do? It makes you tired, right? So if you run on a treadmill for an hour a day, more than likely you're going to be exhausted by the time you're done. So the rest of the day you're just going to sit around and do nothing. So you worked out for 1 hour of a day, right? Let's say you had a good treadmill day and you burned 400 or 500 calories. You're still sitting around for the entire rest of the day because you're exhausted. So you're mentally, physically, emotionally drained. Guys, that's too much for me. So what do? It's easier for me to take away one small meal out of my day. Let me take out 500 calories worth of food, and I'm not going to do cardio. I'll do light cardio. I'll walk. Take a couple hundred more calories off, right? Off the top. So, and keep in mind, I'm implementing that cardio, the walking, I'm just implementing it into my daily routine. So it's like I have to do cardio anyway because I have to get to where I'm going. I got to go to work. I got to go here, got to there. I'm just going to walk, right? So I don't even count those calories. I will still simply just count the calories that I burn, removing calories from my diet, okay? So I recommend you don't do too much all at once. Doing crazy cardio to try to burn some calories, then implementing a lower calorie range on your food intake. It's going to weaken you emotionally, mentally, physically. Guys, a lot of the calories that you burn are going to come from you just living, walking around your home, cleaning, going to work if you walk to work, or when you're at work, taking the stairs. You're going to burn more calories throughout the day doing that stuff than you're going to burn on the treadmill. So don't tire yourself out on the treadmill in the beginning of your weight loss journey, in my opinion, because you're going to get, again, exhausted mentally, physically, emotionally. And then you're not going to do anything for the rest of the day because you're going to be tired and annoyed and hangry, right? And then, it's just going to not work out well for you, in my opinion. I believe that you should start implementing more cardio once you have plateaued or have come close to a plateau during your calorie deficit portion of your weight loss, right? So you guys might be aware, after removing calories, right? In the video of how to start implementing a calorie deficit that we did earlier in the series, I mentioned to you, I recommend that you start taking away calories slowly. I don't recommend you just cut out a ton of calories. The reason why is, and that's personal as well, you could just cut out a ton of calories, but I recommend you do it a little bit slower. And guys, the reason why is because you're going to end up plateauing at some point. At some point, your base metabolism, right? Your metabolism is going to fix itself. It's going to end up settling to your new caloric intake, okay? You're going to have a new base metabolism. So in the beginning, let's say you were eating 2,500 calories a day. Now, you lower your calories by 500 calories. Now, you have, for the last few months, been eating 2,000 calories, right? Your body is going to become accustomed to that. As you move on in your diet journey, your 2,500 calories that you originally had, and then you removed 500 from it, that was your maintenance calorie level. Let's say 2,500 calories, right? That's what your body needed to maintain its weight. Now you're removing 500 calories, which means that now you're in a calorie deficit, right? So you're at 2,000 calories. And now that you've been at 2,000 calories for some period of time, maybe some months, your range has changed now. So because it's changed, your body has adapted and your metabolism has adapted, now you have a brand new maintenance calorie level. You have a brand new maintenance calorie level. So when I feel like, so basically, you're going to be removing calories slowly over time, right? Remove calories slowly over time. Milk as much fat loss as you can get out of those various calorie levels. You're going to have to keep dropping calories, guys, over time. When you see after like 3 weeks, your body hasn't changed as far as weight goes, your level might have changed. So now you need to remove some more calories. So maybe you remove another 100 calories. Now it goes down. Guys, you're going to come to a point where you're going to say, I don't want to remove any more calories because you want to eat a certain amount of food and you want to be at a decent calorie range, right? So let's say you started off at 2,500 calories, just an example. Now you have removed 500 calories, you're at 2,000. Now you remove another 100 because you see that you plateaued. You remove another 100 and now you're at 1,900. 3 weeks go by, that's changed now. You go down to 1,800. Guys, if you do that, eventually, let's say 1,800 calories is going to be the most you want to give up as far as food goes, okay? Everybody's different. Some people have a a better threshold when it comes to this stuff. Some people can handle less food than others, okay? So it's up to you. It's personal. What is the most amount of food that you're comfortable eating in a day, okay? That's when I would implement the cardio, because now it's like, okay, I refuse to take any more food out of my diet. Now I'm going to implement cardio. And once you implement the cardio, you're eating at that level of food where your body has become accustomed now. You're happy with it. You've taken as much calories out of the whole calorie deficit portion of weight loss that you could. Now you're going to implement the cardio. I recommend walk, right? Do a majority of walking, but you can bike, you can do whatever you want, whatever you feel comfortable with. And at that point, guys, in my opinion, in my experience, you're going to already be adapted to the diet lifestyle, right? This lower calorie lifestyle. You're going to be stronger than you were in the beginning, right? The cravings should be less, at least in my experience. They should be less. You should have a better handle on the lifestyle that you're leading. Therefore, you can implement some cardio. It'll be a little more stressful, but you'll be able to handle it better. Better than if you just start a diet and you're like, dying on the treadmill and you're taking away calories and you're doing this and that. All that stuff, okay? So I recommend implementing cardio when you decide, okay, I don't want to take out any more food from my diet. But guys, that's going to come down to you. If you're comfortable with that. Some people in the beginning, they're like, no, I'd rather do more cardio and not take away food. No problem. But keep in mind, guys, at the end of the day, it's a lot harder to burn your calories off through exercise than it is to remove it from food. Because the food we eat a lot of the time is very calorie dense. So you'll never ever be able to truly get into a good lifestyle of eating and keeping at a good maintenance level of calories if you're just simply exercising, okay? It's going to be very difficult, very difficult. It comes down to diet also. Keep that in mind. And again, that's because it's easier for me to remove calories than to do cardio, because cardio is taxing, guys. It's exhausting. And you're trying to bodybuild, right? So keep that in mind. You're cutting calories, you're bodybuilding, and now you're going to do cardio on top of it. That's going to be hard. So I recommend you, in the beginning, you just bodybuild, implement your cardio, your cardio throughout your day, right? Don't even count it as cardio. Just burn calories through walking in the beginning. Something that's not going to tax you too much and stress you out too much. Then later on, get more aggressive with the cardio once you see that your weight loss is plateaued and you really don't want to take away calories anymore. All right? So another question was, what was the best cardio for me to do? All right. Again, mine is walking for a couple reasons. One, it's not stressful. Two, I have to go to work anyway. I have to go up the steps anyway. I have to go to the bank anyway. I might as well walk. I got to get there somehow, right? So I might as well lose weight while I'm multitasking. I'm losing weight. I'm listening to my audiobook. I'm going down the road, going to the bank. I'm multitasking, guys. All right? So that's why it's best for me. What's the best for you? That's up to you, guys. Do you want to build the biggest muscles possible? I recommend you walk. It's less taxing on your body. If you start to do crazy cardio on the treadmill and you got a bodybuilding program running in the background of your life at the same time, right? Your body's going to have a very hard time recuperating from all that. You don't want to run yourself into the ground. You want this weight loss transition to be as easy as possible. And guys, mine was super easy compared to many other ways that I've tried to lose weight in my life. Because I always tried to do too much. I was doing the bodybuilding, I was doing the cardio, I was removing calories, I was doing too much. So I recommend doing it as easy as possible. Cardio is going to be stressful, okay? At least to me. So if you want to save your muscle, because also cardio is going to eat through muscle, depending on how much you're doing. And if you're relying mostly on cardio in order to lose weight, that means you're going to be doing a ton of cardio, which means you're going to be eating through muscle. You're not going to be able to build muscle as much. And you want to build muscle. So when you lose all that fat, you have a nice muscular body to look at. Okay? So that's all that I have to say right now on cardio. We're going to get more into cardio later on when I give you some tips and tricks later on down towards the end of the series. Okay guys, so as we are all aware, tonal builds muscle, right? But I want you to keep in mind something. Tonal also offers ways to get lean, okay? Now, although there are programs that offer ways to get lean on tonal, keep in mind, again, you don't want to overdo whatever it is you're doing. You want to go at a pace that's good for you, and you want to keep in mind that the coaches that make the programs may not know the type of diet that you are going on, the type of calories that you are going on. So what I'm trying to say is just be careful, listen to your body, don't get yourself hurt, okay? Because some of the programs can be very aggressive, and depending on how aggressive your caloric deficit is and your goals, you may end up running yourself into the ground. So be careful. Now I wanted to show you something. Over here, we're going to be going to, alright, let's see. We're going to go to Explore on the Tonal app. We're going to go to Program. Okay, it's already on Programs. We're going to go to Programs, right? And then we're going to go to Filter. We're going to go to Goal. And that goal is going to say Get Lean, right? Show the results for that. Okay. Shred and Sweat. Sweaty and lean. Summer shred. Fit for summer. Burnout challenge. Can't resist eccentric. These are all ways that tonal can help you to get lean, to lose weight. This is going to be more focused on fat loss and building muscle, but remember, keep in mind that you don't want to do too much too soon. You don't want to baby yourself. Don't baby yourself, but make sure that you are well aware of how your body's feeling, and if you're biting off more than you can chew, spit some out. All right, guys? So again, make it as stressless of a thing as possible, because it's already stressful what you're trying to do. And make sure you're getting enough rest. So the next thing we're going to be focusing on in this series, guys, is actually rest. We're going to be focusing on rest, recovery. We're going to focus on recovery. It's very important that we focus on recovery, because if you don't have good recovery, you're not going to build muscle, you're not going to be able to lose weight, your metabolism is going to go down, your body's not going to run as efficiently. So we're going to focus on recovery. Continue to send me the questions so I know what to add to the video. It helps me out in able to help you out. It helps me out by you sending me the questions. I appreciate it, guys. And we're going to focus on rest and recovery next, in the next episode that comes out. I hope this was helpful, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Be safe, and I'll catch you at the next video.